Hey there, everybody. This is Yarnell from RETROcirq Studios LLC. Just wanted to do what we would always do, and that is the state of the channel address. It has been a wild year for us here on both channels, especially for those who watched us. It's been a while. I want to. I'll be direct with you guys to see what this year has done for us. Well, let's go ahead and get right to it. Um, as you know, this year marked the end of RetroCirq. It was our channel. It was our home away from home. It was the place where original content and retro commercials collide. And for the past 4 years, we had a lot of fun bringing you great content, bringing you great original segments. We hired some amazing people and we really enjoyed what we do here. The truth of the matter is that because we're not sponsored, because we're not funded, because we are not financially stable, we had no choice but to end it, because a lot of you just want to watch the commercials. A lot of you just prefer the commercials that were meant to be aired. Um, we did polls after polls after polls, and every one of you said the same thing. You just want commercials. At first, I was very hesitant because this is hard work for us, but in the end, we finally acquiesced. Because in the end, and I apologize for that. I apologize for not listening to you guys. I apologize for not respecting your wishes and your vision. And we respect you for being honest, and I'll admit I was extremely defensive. I was defensive because of the hard work we've done. I was defensive because of the cast, because it wasn't just about me. It was about the people whom I've worked with, and I'm grateful for them. But alas, all good things had to come to an end. And on August 31st, 2025, RetroCirq ended its run. Wasn't an easy choice, but we were able to, take a break. And then came Annex 3, now Studio 3. And Studio 3 is practically when a show goes into syndication. We're being a little more disciplined this time. Instead of spending a lot of money on new content, new adventures, and all that stuff, we are going to try to be more leaner. More, we're literally cutting back on all the craziness that we did. We want to be focused, we want to be direct, we also want to be straightforward with you guys. So that's the thing. And of course, CIRQ Archives is the channel that would basically bring the channel back to basics. No more craziness. Viewers wanted to see stuff that they prefer tuning in without being interrupted. But most of you who do love this stuff can watch it on Studio 3. So, as you know, in life there are no guarantees. But we do want to give you what we plan ahead for 2026. We will try to be more lenient. We will try to basically we'll try to be more or less more disciplined. That's the key word here. Why we're being disciplined? Because real life says so. Real life says so because we want to make sure that we do not go beyond what we can afford. If you see the same footage over and over again, it's done on purpose. because now as a content creator and executive producer, we're learning to run it like an actual TV show. We want to be disciplined. We want to be straightforward. We even want to make sure that everything we do is on the nose. So that's our plan for 2026. But of course, as we saw in 2020, life throws curveballs at you. So, as Plucky Duck said on the opening credits to Tiny Toon Adventures, expect the unexpected. A lot of things can happen in 2026. A lot of things can't happen in 2026, but we hope that we do our best. And yes, 2026 is also our 20th year, or rather my 20th year on YouTube. I am so privileged and thankful that you guys have entrusted me over the last 20 years. It has been a blast, an honor to be a part of this platform, and we hope that we can bring you some great content over the years. So that's pretty much it in that factor. So basically expect more recycled stuff on Studio 3. Expect a few occasional YouTube poops. We can't guarantee if I'm going to be posting up a lot of YouTube poops because of commitments to jobs and stuff like that. We're no longer going to be doing big production bloats. So we're going to try to keep our channels simple, straightforward, and no more too much crazy gimmicks. If you like that, let us know in the comments. But overall, I just want to say thank you for 2025. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. It's been hard, especially on a month like this, especially a few years ago, like roughly 6 years ago, when we lost our dear friend David Downs. There will be a time when I will retire. There will be a time when I will say goodbye, not just to both Annex 3, or should I say Studio 3, and CIRQ Archives, but retire from YouTube content altogether. And focus on real world events like settling down, starting a family, you name it. So let this 20th year be a reflective year. So with that said, thank you for watching over the years, and you make it a good one.